Jesus told us his yoke is light. We shouldn't make it heavy. Don't make God's work heavier than it is. He doesn't expect us to kill ourselves in the process.
Amen.
We have somebody that's guilty here. Yeah, okay. Through no fault of my own, I was not able to rest for years. I won't go into it, but somebody was laying down the law. I ended up burned out. Others must not expect you to keep going without a rest. So you men, particularly, don't expect your wives to keep going forevermore. They're also human. Yes.
Yes, Richard.
Yes. Preach to the men here. Yes.
You're getting it.
Yeah, you're getting good. I'm glad. Yes. So others must not expect you to keep going without a rest, just as we must not expect it of others. Don't expect your pastor to be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He does need to sleep and eat and take a little bit of a break.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Find a quiet spot and relax with the Lord. Take time to enjoy praising him and to enjoy his creation. That's outside the church. Find a cell. Take time out. So we, thy people, and sheep of thy pasture, will give thanks forever, says Psalm 79. Take the time to be sheep rather than shepherds. He leadeth me beside still waters. Anybody keep sheep? No sheep? No. I've had one or two. Sheep will not drink from water that's moving. Do you know that? Yeah. They don't like it. They won't touch it. Still waters are restful. The water sits still, the sheep will go and drink. The water's rushing past, the sheep run away. I live very close to the sea. From here to the road, a bit further. 200 metres. I can watch the ships go by as I sit eating dinner in the house. Sometimes the sea is rough, black. It looks very unwelcoming. But when it's still, it's lovely. So the rough water, you feel rough, you feel uneasy, you feel, no, I don't want to go down to the beach today. But the still water, peace, very peaceful. I walk along the coast. I can feel very close to the Lord as I enjoy his beautiful creation. We need to follow the shepherd. Let him lead us to places that are peaceful, where we can immerse ourselves in his love without distractions. So that means you need to get away sometimes, away out of your house maybe, or in the house and send everybody else out. That's not a bad idea, yeah? A place where you can get by yourself with the Lord.
Yes.
A place of peace, quiet. It's great having all this noise, worship and praise, but sometimes we need to just be still.
Amen.
And the word still doesn't mean stop moving. If you speak Norwegian, you'll know the word stille means silence. It means be quiet. So be still, be quiet. Revelation chapter 7 verse 17, and it says, for the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them and shall lead them unto living fountains of water. So when we get to heaven, then the waters are going to move. He restoreth my soul. we're born again, the Lord heals us. He doesn't necessarily heal our physical wounds, sicknesses, diseases, whatever. He may do. He may not. But He heals our soul. He heals us spiritually. We are healed. He gives us new life. We may or may not be healed of physical ailments during this life on earth, but we are cleansed and given a new, wonderful life. As a Christian, you have a fantastic life. You might not think it here, and I assure you it's no worse here than anywhere else. It's the stresses of life and problems and all the hassle that goes with worldly life. But we have that peace. We have a new life within us. A life that will never die. We are healed by His stripes. Jesus died for us. He died for me. He died for you. If our soul is downcast for a while, it's the result of circumstances in our lives. Something happens, you say, oh no, yeah. Coming here, I felt a bit downcast along the way. Travelling is a big hassle. Get as far as Amsterdam and going, oh no, not that, yeah, more problems. But you stop, pray, okay Lord, help me through this, help me, give me your peace, restore my peace. Jesus has promised that He will restore us joy and peace. I was once asked by a lady why God hadn't healed her from MS, that's multiple sclerosis. She and her husband had been strong members of their local church. He was an elder, but her husband refused to go anymore. He turned his back on the church and on God because his wife had got sick, this sickness which is just gradually gets worse and worse and worse until eventually you die. She told me they wanted to serve the Lord, but she needed to be healed first. Yes, we will go and serve the Lord, we'll do this and this and this, but first God has got to heal me. My answer was, of course, serve the Lord first. Then you may get healed, you may not, but serve the Lord first. Healing or no healing. You can't bargain with God. Don't try to bargain with God. It doesn't work. Satan will try to take away your peace and joy.
Wow.
If he can't stand against God. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. The word righteousness is rightness, being right with God. We all go astray at times, but our shepherd is always there, ready to set us back on the right path. You're taking your sheep along from walks. Think maybe we'll go this way. No. This is the way. Keep on this path. There's hazards that way. There's thorns, there's problems. This is the way to go. Matthew 5 verse 6 says, Blessed are those who seek after righteousness, for they shall be filled. What will they be filled with? They will be filled with the love of God. They will be filled with God's peace. They will be filled with joy. Proverbs 12 verse 28 says, Seek righteousness and you will find life. spiritual life. Being righteous means following and obeying God's commands.